right, everyone. Good morning. And my name is Fareed Haq. I'm one of the co-founders of AssetVault. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple minutes just to introduce our business. We are a B2B InsurTech headquartered out of the UK. And our mission is really simple. We're here to help protect families and their assets today and tomorrow. And the way we do that is by partnering with banks and insurance companies and helping them with tools that provide better engagement for their end customers. We have a couple of tools, and I'm here to show you a few of them. I'll be outside. I'm not going to be able to show you everything, so we're going to do everything in the opposite of slow motion. So going to go super fast. We have a vault. So this is basically a secure online catalog where you can store assets, and these can be digital and physical assets. We have an e-will and an e-trust. So the idea here is catalog assets for families and then protect them with a mix of financial and legal instruments. So I'm just going to go forward. A lot of this was really, my co-founder Vishnu used to work at Bain & Company. I was the guy who started his career at Arthur Andersen. And both of us, I guess, with a consulting background, one of the things that we'd noticed in financial services was that a number of larger FIs struggled to engage with their customers. And Bain had this great study a while back, which was showing that I think insurance companies really needed to move beyond that basic transaction that they had in terms of their current relationships, which is all about, buy the policy, do the claim, renew the policy. So what was beyond that? And I think this is kind of where AssetVault was born. We were born at a financial services hackathon at London Business School about 2.5 years ago. Then went on to win Techstars and were in the Munich Re program as well. So our strategy is about cataloging, securing, and unlocking the value out of those assets. We have both an iOS app right now as well as a web app, and I'm going to be showing you the web app in just a second. I'm also showing you bits and pieces of what the digital will look like. If you go to ewill.io, you can see the whole platform. It's live, and it's been working in the UK now for well over a year. So one of the unique things about the wills proposition is that it also has a video engagement platform. So you can actually take a video if you're the one making the will and leave a message for your loved ones. The e-trust product is also very interesting in that it actually allows us to wrap life insurance policies and be able to provide protection from unwarranted inheritance tax. Now, I'm just going to try and see if I can pull up the video really, really quickly for you. Bear with me just 1 second, and we should be able to get this going. I might fast forward some things. So what you're going to see basically is that the application allows you to log a whole bunch of different kinds of assets. And I think what banks have traditionally been really good at doing, and a lot of other companies, is providing a space for liquid assets to sort of come together. Mint started this journey, let's say, in the 1990s. And what we've done is progress that to also bringing together a lot of those physical assets. So when you're thinking about homes, when you're thinking about gold, jewelry, when you're thinking about your cars, land, there's all sorts of I would say a great deal of wealth, especially in Asia, is actually still stuck in the physical world. And of course, we recognize that the digital world is also important. So therefore, bringing together bank accounts, pensions, investment products, in its simplest form, really being able to bring together everything in one place. So we've tried to make the system very smart, where you can actually find, if you typed in Rolex Daytona, it would bring out a whole bunch of those, and you could select the particular model. If you're using the app, it also has computer vision built into it, and I can show that to you when you guys come out and see me outside, hopefully, where you take a picture of the watch, and it actually recognizes what the watch is. Now, a lot of this stuff, nobody wakes up in the morning and goes, oh, let's catalog all our assets. So I think with a lot of the FIs that are fairly progressive and are thinking about improving their customer experience, it's about an early data migration. So bringing a lot of the data that you already have into a central repository and making it super, super easy for your customers to be able to access that. So whether it's property or transport or bank accounts, in the UK we have open banking happening right now, which is allowing people to basically bring together all of their bank accounts at the touch of a few buttons. We believe open insurance is probably just another a year or so away as well. So things are moving very quickly to be this very open ecosystem where data flows quite easily between different systems. That's what we are. We're very API-led. And if you have an API, it's very easy for us to shake hands with you as an insurance company or a bank. If you don't have an API, well, we handle that as a one-off as well. It's not that difficult. It just takes a little bit longer. Think about it as in terms of quantum being 1 week versus, let's say, a month. So I think an important thing that I'm just going to show you is that we've also built up something called the Advisor Portal, where if you have cataloged certain kinds of assets, like let's say, for instance, paintings, etc., and you wanted to get, you can onboard any number of advisors. So I'm just showing you that there's an advisor who's basically going to be, you're going to go back and forth with an advisor, getting some particular guidance on art purchasing. And you can onboard any kinds of advisors, whether they are internal advisors within your own company. There could be people advising a customer on claims. There could be advisors on wealth, for real estate, lawyers, tax, and so forth. So I think part of the whole thing that we were mentioning earlier is how can you get better engagement from your end customers? And we believe over at AssetVault that it's about providing them with access to ecosystem services. So again, what does your customer really need? If you're in wealth and if they are collectors, how can you connect them to the experts that make that experience enjoyable for them? Over in Europe, when we launched this product with UBS, we were over at Basel, which is a watch fair, which some of you may be familiar with. And over there, it was very much about giving advice to customers about their watch collections. So again, I think there are very few platforms. And notice one thing over here, that this is a secure two-way communication portal, which is not email. So one of the things that I really dislike is if I'm having a private conversation with somebody and then I'm getting targeted by Google with ads on the side. That's not something that I enjoy. So that's one of the reasons why we actually built this system, which is about providing a private place to have certain communications about your wealth or your needs. Now, I don't know how I'm doing on time. I think I have 8 seconds or something of that sort left. But my name is Fareed. I'm from AssetVault. And if you're interested in engaging with your customers, please come see me outside. Thank you so much.